Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside the Pierre Font Sportsplex, specifically Sportsplex number 4 here for this pre-draft matchup between Mustangs and the Advocate Athletes. The Mustangs will be wearing their red jerseys going right to left, and Advocate Athlete wearing their gold with black trim going left to right. Starting goaltender first for the Mustangs. Impossible to tell. Looks like number 00, Antoine Petit. And for the Advocate Athlete, looks like number 30, Will Retchick. Just got an updated roster list, so I'll do my best here for you. 12 minutes on the board. My name is Matt Dooley for High Button Sports, and we are going to get right into things here. Puck is pushed back now. Mustangs, Roy, across to his partner. Up the right side, heads up there. Good job to get around the first forechecker. Now in over the line. Number 97 was Kian Ascari as they work inside the zone. Shot there. That one goes wide all the way around to the far side. Wall now walks the left side blue line. That puck's going to come outside the zone, though. Spun off. Number 72, Justin Kinnear, trying to forecheck now is Ascari. Cross ice. Trepanier trying to get it into the middle of the ice for an opportunity now as the puck's going to go back the other way. Off the backhand. 72. That's Kinnear. In on the goaltender. Now it's going to be stopped up. 11-13 left to go. The faceoff's going to stay inside the zone to the left of Antoine Petit. About halfway through the day here. Big hit there on the blue line. That was Monroe finishing his check up at the blue line. Now back the other way goes the Mustangs. In over the line. Number 34, Billy Ducharme, in behind the goal. Back up top. Bounced off the stick. Potential chance back the other way. Now is Advocate. 1-on-2 with a back checker. Shot there towards the goal. Petit the save. Good decision there. Number 91 is Ellenbergen. Ellenbugen. Monroe now tried to get in over the zone. Couldn't get it free. That's going to be picked up by Stanton. Stanton works behind the goal. Surveys. Back up top for Cameron. Cameron had that bounce over his stick. So he's going to work back in his own zone. He's going to fire that through the middle of the ice onto the stick, but they were only able to get a piece of it. So now Advocate. Opportunity. That one hit number 87. On my list is Alvarez. Back across. Cameron. Back up the left side now. It's going to be picked up by Foucault down low, working hard with La Riviere. Advocate come away with it, number 94. Now work back, it's able to hold it inside the zone, almost out to the zone. Now it's back, La Riviere in all alone, forehand shot there, nice save. And behind the goal, centering pass off the paddle, shot there, rebound, couldn't put it home as the Mustangs here are full press out to the blue line. Held in momentarily here as Advocate trying to get out of the zone. They'll push that puck through the neutral zone now. It's going to be picked up here by Rupert House. Rupert House fires it in. That's going to be off the stick there of Retchick. Through the middle of the ice. Nice little backhand toe drag through the middle of the ice. Couldn't get freed. Picked up here by the Mustangs. Up the left side, La Riviere. Just in front of the booth now. Over the blue line. Left side. Gets pushed off the puck. Good battle there, number 90. That's Braden Usarenko. So that one's going to be ripped back down. Inside the Mustang zone, icing waved off. Stopped up in behind the goal now is Rodick. Rodick down the left side. Runs into some traffic, but he'll continue to bulldoze his way down. La Riviere in to help out. And back the other way, number 76, that's Barrett. Shot towards the goal, and that one's going to be stopped up and covered. 8:43 left to go here in this first period. So face-off in the left side here. Puck is down. Face-off won cleanly. Back to the point. Shot there from Mack. Kicked aside by Petit. Back inside the zone it goes. Worked around now. Trepanier looking for that loose puck, and he's going to head north here with a little bit of speed. Tommy Lee Trepanier, blue helmet out there. Should be easy to keep an eye on him. Worked in behind the goal now. All the way to the left side. That's Barrett. Worked up through the neutral zone. Heads up there through the middle. Now Cameron. Matthew Cameron in over the line and just zigged when he should have zagged. And that one's going to be whistled on the offside. So face off here in the neutral zone. We're just outside the blue line now in front of the Advocate bench. The puck is dropped. That was Monroe who couldn't pick it up. Now it's back the other way. In over the line. Kinnear down deep. He carries in behind the goal line now. Right back to the goal and tries to shove one in short side. And he's upended in the meantime. And so Petit will cover up once again here. Once again, like to thank everybody for tuning in here. Appreciate the support, and I know these athletes do as well. So Cameron will have to come back here as he enters from the bench. Mustangs in their defensive zone on a face-off. Face-off won by Advocate. Shot there, another huge hit at the point. Take a hit to make a play. Had to get the shot through, and he does. Back in deep. Working out front, trying to center. Back to collect now is number 81, who just fires that up off the wall. He'll get it back here now. Centers it. Picked off. Chipped off the wall, off the official. That's going to go back down inside the Mustang zone here. Cameron back to collect. Spin off. Kinnear there. Turned it over. Comes all the way to the blue line. Held in. Heads up there and just dodged a hit. The Mustangs now through the middle of the ice. Heads up there. And once again, little back pass there. Just goes inside the zone. Mustangs player ran into the official. Offside waved off as they work inside the zone. Centering pass. Looking for Ducharme, but now it's Kinnear back the other way. Still with some steam here at the end of his shift. He's going to walk in on Cameron. Cameron gets a stick on him, but Kinnear will stay with it. Back the other way, 2-on-1 for the Mustangs. Shot there, that one goes wide, looking for maybe a backdoor pass or maybe just a rebound shot. Unable to complete the play though, however. Now it's Foucault in on the offside. They're going to have to re-rack here now as well. We'll pick it back up. He's going to fire it across to his partner, Ladrivière. Ladrivière spins off, number 91. Ellenbogen, sorry. Now back the other way. Foucault on the rush. He's got a man going to the back post. Foucault in behind the defender. Shot there. The save made. And puck moves around to the far side here. Advocate trying to go back the other way. They will now. Good battle for that puck on the left side. Puck goes inside the zone. Back for it here is Askery. Across for Roy. Roy will carry. He's got some ice, so he's going to elect to take it. And over the line now. Roy. Centering pass off a stick. Nice save. Goes Rechik. Now puck's going to go all the way back to the point. Now it's going to get out into the neutral zone. A foot race here for number 21's on it. Carter Olds had that poked off his stick at the last second by Ladrivière as he partners that puck across through the middle of the ice. Picked off the stick. Olds couldn't come up with it. Bank it back to his teammate. He blows a tire. Nice hit down there as Trepanier finishing his check. Back for the puck now is number 85. Who is not on my list. Trepanier, nice move, stopped up, tried to make another move, had it poked off his stick, and now back the other way they go. Up the right side, Olds. Holds and keeps and fires it across. Nobody home here for Advocate. Little soft chip down there in the corner. Good job there. Now it's going to be picked up here by the Mustangs. Down the right side. Trepanier into the middle of the ice. Opportunity to the backhand. He scores. What a finish there. Number 8. Or sorry, that's number 51, Xavier Larivière. And the Mustangs will strike first here with 4:51 left to go. Back to center ice we go. Good feed there, back door. Not much the goaltender could do all alone. Now 76. That's Barrett. And over the line. That's Barnett, sorry. Connor Barnett. I was given a list before the game with the correct numbers, so just trying to cross-reference between them. Now as Cameron will lead the rush and over the line. Opportunity, shot towards the goal. That one was kicked aside. Cameron back pass. Couldn't find the target. Cycled down low. That's going to be picked up by Ducharme. Ducharme with 2 men on him. He's going to work go to the corner, around top. Trying to come back around. Fires it back down deep into the middle of the ice. Now it's picked off and back the other way is 87. That's Greg Alvarez. Alvarez dumps it in. He's going to give chase. Back for it there is Rodick. Rim back around the far side. Couldn't be handled by Advocate. So the Mustangs now are going to head back north. And over the red line. Good job by Stanton. Holds the line. Quick shot there off the shoulder. Good save there, Retchik. Or it's Petchik. Sorry about that, folks. Still working on my reading. Back now, Stanton fires it back for his D-man. That's Zach Ducharme. Ducharme holds. Works in front of his own goal. Moves it over to the left side there for Yanni. Foucault now will take his man out. Yanni up for Monroe. Monroe being pressed from behind there. Now centering pass. Oh, front. Nice save, Petchik. He's going to cover it up, or no, he's going to have a hard time handling that one as it's going to go all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Yanni back for it. He'll take a bump down there. Picked up here by Rupert House. Rupert House through the middle of the ice. Turned over once again. Mustangs will have to retreat in their own zone. Through the middle of the ice, off a Mustang stick. Turned off. And away he goes, in over the line. Trying to center. Picked off by La Riviere. Down into the corner. Back to the point. Cameron, good job to walk the line. Old Johnny Cash style there. Down the right side, walks in, centering pass. Oh, what a save, Petchik. Big paddle save, and then they get the rebound, and it bounces off a player in front. And just as fast as he makes the nice save, La Riviere makes it 2-0 there. But what a save from Petchik to stop. That point blank tip in front. And now we have ourselves a 2-goal game. Back to center ice we go here. 2:33 left to go. Sorry, 2:23. 2 minutes 23 secondes. Cameron moves it up for Askery. Askery, nice little touchdown to La Riviere. La Riviere, that's Xavier La Riviere. Centering pass, couldn't quite connect. Now he'll take a bump there. La Riviere, goal in this game already. Chipped up towards the wall, unable to get the puck out though, however. Now it's going to be picked up by Mustang. Shot towards the goal, bad angle. Still loose at the side of the goal. Trepanier on that loose puck. Centering pass, that's going to get by everybody. Cameron will have to retreat here. All the way back down into his zone. That's Brendan Rabe on that loose puck, but it was turned over, and now it's going to be offside here at the Advocate blue line. Minute 43 left to go here in this first period. Just the 2 goals so far. Face off now, just in front of us here in the booth. Pushed aside, Roy jumps into the play. Had it poked off his stick. And now back the other way is Alvarez. Alvarez leans into his man, initiates the contact. The old reverse hit, nice move. Monroe backhand chance and couldn't find the goal. Work down out of the corner here. Stanton in to help out. 3-on-2 down there. Bodies flying everywheres. Puck trying to be dug out of the crowd. Referee right on site telling them to move it. In behind the goal. Monroe muscles his way behind the goal. Oh, and a blown tire there. That could have been bad. Looks like they just missed something potentially worse than what happened. Now is Roy to the point. Shot there. Nice save. Petchik fired that and fought through a crowd to make that save. Roy had that poked by him, so Stanton back for it. Olds was on the forecheck. Couldn't come up with the puck. Now is in over the line. Stanton had that poked off his stick. Not sure what happened there. It was behind the play. Monroe still out there. Moves it over to the left side. That's going to be picked off there by Braden Husarenko. And now we're going to have a whistle here, and it looks like the face-off's going to stay inside Advocate zone. 34 seconds left. 4 secondes. So now we're going to have a new centerman here for Advocate. Inside winger's not going to be able to take it here. That's number 76, Barnett. He's the one that caused them to have the new center, so he's going to be asked to move back to the wing position as we look for a late opportunity here. Good job. La Riviere turned, fired off the face-off. Yanni now with it. Right side, shot there. That one goes wide. Milan La Riviere now. Worked it low. Centering pass. That was from Rupert House in behind the goal now. 15 seconds left to go here in the first period. Still in behind the goal now. Mustangs looking for that backdoor feed. Little exchange there on the right side. Yanni fires it towards the goal. Nice save, Pechik. And back out the other way. 4 seconds. Going to have to fire one quick here as they're just going to dump that in. They'll get in there and give chase. And that's going to do it here for the first period. C'est tout pour la première période. 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. We'll head to the intermission very quickly, and we'll be back with the second period here in just a few moments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Second period live from Sportsplex number 4 here at the Sportsplex Pierre Fond. Week number 4 here at the Montreal Meltdown. The pre-draft and draft division here. This one, the pre-draft between the Mustangs, Abitibi and Advocate Athlete here. 2-0 lead for the Mustangs to start this period. 12 minutes up on the board. And we're going to have a quick discussion here at the bench. Not entirely sure what's going on. Still not entirely sure what's going on right now. We're having a discussion with all 12 coaches over there for Advocate. Pretty deep roster. Full bench of players, full bench of coaches. All right, in over the line there. Sorry about that, folks. Mustangs looking to keep the zone. Now they're going to head back the other way as Roy up the left side. And over the line now. Shot towards goal. Tipped in front. Petchik the save. Rebound, and they score. .29 seconds into the second period. And the Mustangs will strike again. This time Trepanier with his second of the game. So 3-0 lead here, just how you drew it up if you're the Mustangs. Advocate a little bit on the back foot here. So back to center we go. Puck is down now. Advocate. Gonna dump it in deep. Back for it. All the way around to the point. Number 1 out there, so not entirely sure. On my list it's Philip Lynch, but on the new list it's not there, so just have to go with number 1 for now. Could be Joseph Lucariello. Nice pass through the middle. Cross ice, Stanton in over the line. Shot there, block it away. Petchik the rebound. Another save, toe save. Petchik, quick feet. Kicked out that blade. He sharpened those skates any lower, that might have gone in. It's the Mustangs. Still with it. Work down low. Work back up top. Still inside the zone. Worked in behind the net. All the way back to the point. Shot coming from a distance. Tipped in front. Petchik the save. Worked in behind the goal still once again. Trying to come out with it. Worked off. Looking for it now is number 93, Rabe. Monroe in behind the goal. Stanton's got his man tied up in front. Monroe thought he might have gone for the Michie there. He tried for a moment. You could hear the gas from the bench there. They wanted it. Nice hit there, but a great job to take a hit to make a play, and that's how you draw it up in the defensive zone. Nobody going to be upset about that. As Lakin Rodick moves it up the right side, Monroe picks it up off the wall. He's got a man with him. Walks in, still with it. Monroe right through the crowd, still with it here. Puck on a string. Monroe loops around the top of the circle. Nice exchange. Rodick down low. That was down low, but the man in behind was tripped up. That was Foucault. The old rink sniper got him there. Rupert House centering pass. Yanni holds the line. Fires it back down deep. Now Advocate's just going to send that the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing call here against Advocate. Full force press here from the Mustangs. So face off now down inside the Advocate athlete zone. 9:22. Fans want them to be a little bit more aggressive here. Face off down. Cross ice pass. That's going to evade everybody here. Now is La Riviere, a little T-drag. Worked into the middle. Now poked off the stick, but out to the blue line and not out. Good call by the official there. Thériault on the right side. Chipped up off the wall. That's going to hit a body. Icing waved off here. All the way back for it now. Yanni turned it over. Rabe in on the forecheck. Good job. He nearly turned that one over. Ellen Bogan couldn't handle it. Rupert House in over the line, and that's going to be on the offside there. And now we're going to have a late hit, and it's going to result in a penalty here. And it looks like it's going to be number 90, Braden Sarenko. So he's going to sit for a minute and a half. Have a look there in your screen. They even have the nice big X there letting you know where to sit. So power play opportunity here to go up by 4 now for the Mustangs. Puck won cleanly now. Cameron works to the middle of the ice. He's going to bank that off the sidewall. Couldn't get it to connect. Now is back the other way. Barnett in over the line. He's going to work down the right side. Still with it. Good job there as he continues on. Cameron able to push him off the puck. In behind the goal now. Looking there for Ellen Bogan. Mustangs will walk out. Cameron will start the power play breakout here. He'll move it over to the left side now for La Riviere. La Riviere in over the line. Stops up. Backdoor pass there. Nice try. to Trepanier for the Hattie. Couldn't connect fully, so the puck stays loose. Trepanier looking for that tip in front. LaRiviere got it there, but the puck goes into the corner. Schiff. Down low. Back up top. Cameron's got to be quick. He'll move to the right side. Nice little shake move there as he walks in the middle of the ice. Shot there. That was tipped. Goes up and over and almost in the goal. That puck had some eyes. Not enough vision to find the back of the goal, though, however. Schiff fired it down low. Advocate turned it over. Barnett. Real good penalty kill shift here as he fires that one in on goal. That's going to be played. Schiff looking for it. Looking for the stretch pass. He'll get it through Monroe. Got a piece of it as he gets that in deep. Petchik out to play it. Picked up there. Nice hit down there in the corner. Poked free. Schiff drops it down to himself. Opportunity to shoot there. They score off the post and in. That's number 37, Max Monroe. Comes in late. Picks up the garbage in the high slot and beats Petchik on the post. Perfectly placed shot, and now it's 4-0. Don't let the score fool you, folks. Petchik has been dynamite. He's had 2 or 3 highlight saves so far in this game. That puck's going to be pushed forward right off the draw. Monroe is going to get it on the forecheck. Goes all the way outside the zone, and that's going to be an icing charge to Advocate here. So we're going to head back down to the right side here of Petchik. To the left side, actually. My mistake. I do believe the centermans pretty well get to choose which side they want on. Back to the point. Rodik. Shot off the shin pads. Puck's going to go back the other way. Mannering down the right side. Centering pass. Couldn't connect. Now it's going to be chipped through the middle. Rupert House back the other way. Sorry, that's Ducharme. In to collect. LaRiviere battling down in the corner. Back up top to the point. Left side over the right side. Rodik. Shot there. Nice save. Petchik. Puck comes loose. Knocked down by Advocate. Poked free up into the mask. Nice job there. Number 30, Muchler. Going to get that puck in deep. Collecting now are the Mustangs. They're going to stretch past that all the way out now. Nice little move there from 34. Centering pass, nobody home. Yanni shot there. That one deflected nicely by Petchik. Up and into the netting. And the whistle's going to go here. 5:59. Left to go here in the second period. So the faceoff will go back down inside the Advocate zone here. Petchik will get a much-deserved tap from his teammate. Now we're going to have a late change here, so we're going to have a new center for Advocate. LaRiviere looking to collect off the faceoff. Still trying to find it here over to the left side. Cameron, nice little stop-up move. He'll turn far towards the goal. That'll get by everybody and into the far corner. Muscled up against the wall. LaRiviere, he'll take his man out, and now there's going to be a penalty here. It's going to be an interference call to LaRiviere, so Milan LaRiviere was going to sit here. La punition. You see him in your screen. So power play opportunity here going to Advocate. So some confusion here on who should be out for Advocate. Too many cooks in the kitchen, perhaps. Looks like they got it situated now. Back to the point, shot towards the goal. That's going to work all the way around to the far side. Back up top to the point, holding it there. Shot towards, tipped in front there. That one just goes wide, and Petit now will find it, and he's going to cover up that loose puck. Face off now inside the Mustangs end zone. Having another discussion over here at the Advocate bench. Face off one here by the Mustangs. Cameron, he'll take a bump there as the puck comes free. Chipped up off the wall. Good job by A.J. Mack as he'll hold the line. Cameron now, he's going to send that the length. That just is out of the reach of LaRiviere. Petchik, that was very courageous there. Just stopped that one with the empty net behind him. Nice little move there, in over the line. Nice move again to the backhand. Tried to go back to the forehand. Great handles there from McKinley, but couldn't quite finish the play. Now as he's going to head back for it, Petchik left it there for his defender. That's Husarenko. Cross ice for A.J. Mack. Couldn't handle it. He'll collect in front of the Mustangs bench. Backhand through the middle. Picked off. Husarenko will loop back in his own zone here. Little back pass now. It's going to be picked up. McKinley, nice move as he showed off his stick handling moments ago. In over the line now. Opportunity. Shot there. Tried to go blocker side, and that one just goes wide. Off the wall. That's turned over back the other way. Foucault. Oh, no, that's Askery. Askery in over the line. Little drop pass for Monroe. Monroe elects to loop back. Now he's just going to carry it back towards his own zone. That's going to do it here for the penalty. So back to 5-on-5 into his own end zone. Stretch pass. LaRiviere gets a piece of it. That'll get inside the zone. 4 minutes to go here now in the second period. Turnover behind the goal. Centering pass. Couldn't pull the trigger. Puck still loose. Shot there. That one just goes up and over. Now Advocate looking to get off to the races, back the other way. Nice pass, tape to tape. In on the goaltender, Petit, and now he'll cover it up. Player driving the net was taken down. So nothing doing on the power play there for Advocate. Worked all the way around off the faceoff. Picked up here by the Mustangs. Away goes Rupert Host. Down the right side, in over the line, into the middle of the ice for LaRiviere. Shot there. That one was off a stick and up and out of play. We'll have a faceoff inside the zone. Tip now back on to Petchik, and now he'll just hang on right off the face-off. 3:27 left to go now in the second period. Puck is down, face-off one cleanly here. Mustangs, Abitibi, back to the point. Rodique, shot there through a crowd. Petchik, no problem there as he saw it the whole way. And he'll hang on here with the glove save. So right back where we started here. Push to the side once again, centering pass. Foucault, one hand now, centers. LaRiviere try to cut back to the net, and now we're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to be against Advocate, and it's going to be a head contact penalty. The ref went for high stick first, but a play you don't really see anymore. It's just head contact nowadays. So that's going to be number 1 who's unlisted here. Could potentially be Joseph Lucarello. So a minute and a half up on the penalty clock here. Mustangs with a golden opportunity to take a stranglehold on this game here on this power play late in the period. New centerman red. So Trepanier in to take the draw now as the puck is down. Advocate will get the win on this draw, but it's picked up by the Mustangs, who are going to try and settle things down here. LaRiviere back for Yanni. Yanni shot through a crowd. Petchik still hasn't seen it, but he made the save. Back to the point once again. Yanni could potentially be the tallest player in the tournament. Off to the right side, in the middle of the ice. Roy, shot there. Petchik the save. Rebound, Yanni. Opportunity shot. He fanned on as that one goes wide. All kinds of commotion in front of the net. Trepanier causing a stir. Back around for Askery. Down low. Roy. Or sorry, that's Lariviere. Back to Lariviere. Shot there off the side of the post and up into the netting and out of play. Good pressure here on the power play so far as we're going to have a few words exchanged. Faceoff's going to come inside. Faceoff to the left of Petchik. Puck is down. One cleanly by Advocate. They're going to fire it up to the boards. Cameron on the backhand will walk the middle of the lane there. Shot, good blocker save, Petchik. Still with it. In behind the goal. Worked off. Still looking for it. Now they're going to slow things down here. Monroe, goal in the game already. Up to Cameron. Cameron fires that cross ice on the backhand. Shift. Walks, shoots there. Petchik the save. Rebound comes loose. Shift turns, fires again. That one goes wide. Petchik down to the splits. Monroe, he'll shoot into the glove there of Petchik. And he has got his work cut out for him here in this one. Approaching the 5 minute to play here in the second. Cameron takes that off the face-off. Unable to hold the line, so he'll fire that back in deep. Stanton wasn't aware that the puck came outside the zone, so he'll touch up. And we're going to have a face-off here just across from the broadcast booth now. Just 1 second left to in the Advocate penalty. One back to even strength. The Onion will rip that across right away. Rodic into the middle, cuts back, shot there. Petchik the save, rebounds loose into the corner. Lariviere on the loose puck down there in the corner, below the goal line, trying to peel it over the crowd. That's Foucault, couldn't come away with it. Back up the right side, picked up now, looking for their man, walked in, shot there, Petit the save. McKinley, another opportunity here. He's got a little pep in his step here now. Comes all the way outside the zone. Foucault looking for that turnover, but it's going to be picked up here now by A.J. Mack. Fires it through the middle, but Rodic's going to turn it over through the neutral zone. He's going to walk in over the blue line now. Rodic, shot there, blocker save. Petchik, rebound loose. Shoved off to the side of the goal. Lariviere, he's taken down there. McKinley, a little extra fire in his belly here as they try and dig that puck out. Bouncing out front, and it's going to come loose. 32 seconds left to go. The backhand, he's going to walk right in. Backhand there off the post. Nice try there. And now we're going to have a penalty here. And it's going to go against the Mustangs once they touch up, and they will here now. And it's going to be a head contact penalty, and it's going to go against number 22, Landon Ruperthaus. So power play late here in the second period for the Advocate team. Over to the left side of Petit. New centerman here for the Mustangs. Defensive zone draw, won by Advocate, tied up off the faceoff though. Nice heads up play there. As Usarenko. Wow, that's going to be bounced back the other way. 5 seconds left. Lariviere in all alone. Is going to run out of time here. Usarenko comes back, stops up, tipped in front there. Nice save at the buzzer. Petchik. He stopped this from being a 5-goal game here, and that's going to do it for the second period. Quick break, and we'll be back with third period action. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside Sportsplex number 4. Third period just about underway. We'll get right into it here. 4-0 lead for the Mustangs. It's going to be ripped inside the zone. Schiff back for it. He takes a bump. That one's going to get by everybody and down the ice. The Mustangs clear here on the penalty kill. Pechek out to play it. Picked up the left side for McKinley. McKinley's going to pick up speed, and he's going to head north. He's got LaRiviere on him. McKinley and over the line. Stopped up. McKinley spins around. Couldn't get free off the ref, and that one's going to go up and out of play as it hit the behind of the referee there. Face-off will stay inside the zone. Face-off pushed out through the neutral zone. Foot race forward here. It's Garcia. He's going to get there first. He had Monroe on him the whole time, but Monroe eased off here as they were on the penalty kill. Nice pass through the middle of the ice. Picked up there by number 87, Alvarez. Alvarez in over the line, drop pass. Opportunity to shoot. He does. Petit the save, and he will eventually find the rebound as he covers it up. Right off the face-off, Cameron will collect. Fires it across for Rodique, and that one's going to go out of play, and we're going to have a face-off back down inside the Mustang zone here. Cleanly won by the Mustangs here, so they'll rip it around to the far side. On it there was Kinnear. Back towards the goal. That one goes up off the glass. Cameron looking for it. Advocate still on it. They're going to fire towards the goal. Petit the save. Good push back here from Advocate. Kinnear on it. Stops back. He's going to cycle it down low. And on the forecheck now was Alvarez. Couldn't come up with it though. That's going to be sent through the middle of the ice. Weird hop, but it does find the stick of the Mustangs player. Soprano now leaves it for Stanton. Stanton takes a bump down there. Back to the point. Cameron shot there, and we're going to have a whistle here. Not sure what the whistle is for. But the face-off is going to stay inside the zone. Full sail change for both sides. Face off now, taken. Mustangs will cycle it down deep. That was Stanton. Monroe just dodged a hit there now. Mustangs will get the puck back. Monroe trying to find some space. Picked off there by Schiff. Schiff fires it back down low. Stanton working in behind, leaves it there for his teammate. Back up top for Schiff. That's going to get by the intended target, and that's going to go the length of the ice here. Petito to play it. He'll leave it there for Yanni. Yanni in behind his own goal. He's going to be flushed out to one side. Schiff couldn't handle. Back to the point. Held in. Washaprano left it there for Monroe. Schiff joins the party to the backhand. Pechek the save. Schiff still with it. Chips it low. Monroe couldn't knock it down. Centering pass out front off the stick there of Schiff. Couldn't quite get the lumber that he wanted on it. Now that clearing attempt's going to hit his own teammate. Schiff back to collect. Yanni with it. He's got Stanton streaking on the left side. Stanton couldn't hold it. Chipped out through the neutral zone. And over the line. Opportunity. Nice move. Backdoor. LaRiviere left it there in the crease. Good clear by the Advocate here as it's going to get out of harm's way. Now back to the blue line. Rodique. Nice pass to LaRiviere on the left side. Backdoor looking for. Back pass again. That one hits the stick and goes up into the air, and they weren't able to complete the play. Through the middle of the ice now. Picked up. And over the line is Barnett. Barnett shot into a set of shin pads. Turned over and back the other way. LaRiviere will take the lead pass. And over the line. Opportunity. LaRiviere shot there. Couldn't get the lumber on it as Trepanier in to help. LaRiviere backhand. Tried to go high. And that one goes up and over the goal. Trepanier on Hattie watch here. Work back. LaRiviere, he'll work low. He had a step. Back out front to the point. Shot coming. Tipped in front. Nice save, Petchik. Foucault now. Chipped outside the zone, blowing a tire. That was Trepanier will pick up here. He'll fire it across for Rodique. Rodique's just going to walk in over the line. Defenseman blew a tire. Works all the way around now. Rodique will just continue on here. Now he's going to fire it in low. LaRiviere in behind the goal. Had to take a weird hop, so he wasn't able to collect. Now is Rupert House in there to help out as well. The Advocate are back the other way. Good opportunity there. Shot on the backhand. That was, or on the blocker side. That was just missed. Centering pass. Couldn't quite handle it. Lucarillo fires it in deep. Centering pass off the back of the goal. Cameron in defensively to pick that up as he's going to head north here on the rush. Turned it over just inside the blue line, though. Nice little chip pass, but couldn't get it by LaRiviere. LaRiviere in over the line on the right side. Cutback move. Opportunity to shoot. He does. Petchik didn't have to do much as that one missed the goal. LaRiviere into the middle. Yanni was pinched down from the right side point. Now it's going to be picked up there by Muchler. Turned it over. Just inside the blue line now. LaRiviere. That's Milan LaRiviere. Cameron took too long to shoot it, so had it poked off his stick at the last second. Milan LaRiviere gets away from two defenders. Worked into the corner. Foucault. Good shifty move there, so he's going to walk right out. Back to the right side. Move it back to the point for Cameron. Cameron shot through a crowd. Petchik the save. Rebounds there. And Petchik will hang on, and he'll cover it up. 6:37 left to go here. 6 minutes 37 secondes in the third period. 4-goal lead here for the Mustangs. Puck is down. Chipped off the wall. Mustangs looking to hold the zone, and they will. Washaprano leaves it for Cameron. Cameron shot it towards the goal. Big hit behind the goal. Centering pass. McKinley. He can boogie. He's going to work down the left side. McKinley. Backdoor pass. Shot there. Couldn't get the lumber on it. Good play there. Best of the period so far. As Muchler. Very Muchler like to have that one back. Good chance though. Nice hit down there on the back check. As Kinnear. He's just going to pick that puck up and he's going to boogie here. Chips it to himself. Big, long, powerful strides. 1-on-3. Walks in all the way down the left side. Shot there. He scores. Breaking the ice here was Justin Kinnear. And just like that, it's a 3-goal hockey game. Great rush, great speed. And one that Petit was going to want back, I think, but still has himself a 3-goal cushion. And Advocate's on the board now. You can see him building the steam there in behind the goal. Got the crossovers going. Picked up as much speed as he could and blows by everybody. Caught the defense flat-footed. Just a shot towards the goal is all it takes sometimes. The old saying, you can't score if you don't shoot. Left side, Monroe finds some space. He's going to walk in. Left side, shot there. Petchik the save, and he's going to cover it up there as he finds it in the breadbasket, and the faceoff will remain inside the zone. Clock has been running here for a couple seconds. I think they might have got mixed up down there who scored. Usually a 5-goal lead in the third period is a run time. Now is Kinnear looking for some more. Opportunity. Nice move to the backhand. Petit tried to corral it. In behind the goal. Left it there. McKinley looking for that loose puck. Schiff. Up the right side. Monroe in behind the D. Finds it in his feet. Schiff able to find that puck and keep it inside the line. Monroe through the wickets. Monroe leans into his man. Worked off. McKinley now. He's got a man with him. He's going to walk in now over the line. Stops up. Pulls it into the middle of the ice. Picked off by Schiff and back the other way. Cut back move. Gets around the forechecker. Schiff is just going to hang on here. Walks in over the line. Opportunity to shoot. He does. Petchik the save, and he is going to hang on. .424 left to go here in this third period. Puck down, Advocate will win it, but it comes back to the point. Cameron shot, that one was blocked. Rodique now back to collect. Gets the red line, and he's just going to fire that in deep. Petchik out to play it. Leaves it there for his D-man. Trepanier in on the forecheck, but they're on a delayed offside here. Now Trepanier taken down, no call on the play. La Riviere works across. Cameron, nice one touch to the middle of the ice. Good little neutral zone breakout there from the Mustangs as La Riviere couldn't get a stick on it, but he is able to get it deep. Centering pass out front, they score. Trepanier, the hat trick. And just like that, the 4-goal lead is restored. Good feed out front. Trepanier makes no mistake from in the crease. Well, he's got his third of the game. Tommy Lee Trepanier with another one here for the Mustangs. Pretty cool little name there, if you ask me. It's Foucault now. Roy couldn't handle. Poke free. Rupert House down the middle. Over to the right side now. Rupert House shot there. Bounces off the end wall in behind the goal. He'll follow up and find his own rebound as he tried to fire it back to the point, but it was turned over by Advocate. That one's going to be pushed down the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Yanni, shoulder check. He's going to work it across for Roy. Roy, the man on him. Centered off the side of the goal. Petit had to be careful. He was, and McKinley was right there on the doorstep. Sorry, that was Rabe. Or Rabe. Puck is down now. Full change here. For now. As now La Riviere in all alone. La Riviere fake to the forehand. Stays to the forehand and fanned on it. But the puck ended up under Petchik's pad there. The whistle goes just as Rupert House was getting in there to poke that one free, but a breakaway save from Petchik. Push free, La Riviere off the face-off. Advocate trying to collect. McKinley was hooked up. He's going to poke it to himself. Now he's getting tangled, but it's back the other way. And over the line, Moochler. To the backhand, stops up below the goal line, tries to center, fanned on the attempt. Yanni on him. McKinley tried to pull it free. Foucault. He'll carry. Being pressed from behind on the back check. Now is Kinnear in over the line. Had that poked off the stick. La Riviere now centers, trying to find the Roy sneaking in, but it's McKinley. Saucer pass. Nice little loft there. Moochler in over the line. Tries to make a move. Had it poked off his stick. Now is La Riviere back the other way. Milan La Riviere. And over the line, over for Foucault. Foucault back to the wall, shot there, they score. Tick, tack, toe, and in the back of the net to make it 6-1. And that'll ignite the run time here. Not much Petchik can do there. 3 passes in the span of 2 seconds. Got him going one way, and the puck finds the back of the net here. Back to center ice we go. Monroe just going to pounce off the face-off. Going to muscle his way now as we're going to have a few more battles here late in this game. Stanton, shot towards the goal. Petchik lets that one go wide. Monroe shot there, short side. That one misses everybody and the net. And it'll go all the way back out into the neutral zone. Across for Cameron. Matthew Cameron, back to Schiff. Schiff up the right side. Pass through the middle. Monroe knocks it down. He's going to get in free. Monroe, another nice move. Turnaround. Pass through the slot. Couldn't find anybody. Cameron slots down from the left defense. Turnaround. Works back the other way. Good shifty move. Back up top. Schiff turns. Fires that through a crowd. That one goes well wide. 90 seconds left to go here. Monroe. Behind the goal now. Picked up by the Mustangs as they work up the half wall. Pulled back the other way. Now turned over, trying to pull it towards the goal, can't find it. Is now back the other way. Alvarez over through the neutral zone, to the middle of the ice. Backdoor, bouncing puck. Petit finds it, and now he'll cover it up. Good job by Advocate there. They eased off. Could have easily whacked away at that. Back to the point. Shot towards the goal, tipped in front, cleared out of harm's way. Trepanier banks that off the wall. La Riviere in behind the D. To the left side, still with it. Back pass, shot there. Couldn't get a stick on it, was Trepanier. So he'll find that loose puck now. 20 seconds left to go here in the third. Trepanier is just going to carry it out through the neutral zone here, trying to kill the rest of this clock. Now he's just going to fire that off the wall. Bounces over the stick, icing waved off. 12 seconds left to go. Pechik fired it up the wall. Yanni's just going to turn, fire that towards the goal. Mustangs threaten the celebration here for this game. Chipped out through the middle, and that one's going to be sent all the way down the ice and make the final here. A 6-1 victory for the Mustangs over Advocate. Real good game from William Pechik down there for Advocate, but he comes up a little bit short here, and that's going to do it here for the coverage of this one. We thank you very much for tuning in here on High Button Sports, Sportsplex number 4. Up next here, we are going to have the pre-draft division once again. The Prospects Couturier Flyers against the Alberta Wolfpack. Stay tuned for that one. That game's slated for 2:15, so it'll be about 2:20, 2:25 start time. So with that said, thank you very much from everyone here at High Button Sports, and bonne journée.